Do you ever feel like you really want to do something, but then you don't do it because you just can't get your thoughts together? You can't figure out where to start? Like you have this overwhelming feeling of the big picture that you want to accomplish, but then your brain is just like, feels like this fuzzy TV screen, like back in the 80s when we used to just have fuzz on the TV screens and you couldn't see what the picture was. Like that's how my brain feels all the time. And I say that because like I have this huge, monstrous, overwhelming, passionate desire in me to have a YouTube channel to share all these things from my life that I've experienced and that I've learned so that those of you who relate to me can just be encouraged and find your tribe and I can find my tribe and we can just be one big little big one big happy community. But my brain is so scattered like inside all the time that like I can't even see clearly to make a list to write things down because I just don't know what I do and don't want to include and what if I miss something. And so my brain does all of that and then I end up just not doing anything because it's so hard to figure out where to get started and how and what to say. And can you relate to that? So I started out in order to help get me out of that spot back in September. I started a YouTube channel for a YouTube challenge for myself of posting videos for 100 days to try to just get me out of that rut, get me used to public speaking. Well, it went well for about 50 days, and then my brain just got totally overwhelmed. And I was like, I am just posting stupid content for no reason. And it wasn't like I just felt like I did not want to keep continuing that because that became overwhelming to my brain. But then while I haven't been posting, while I've just kind of been taking a break, I miss it. I really do. So I've got to figure out something else that works for me. And that's probably going to start with posting less than what I was. Like, I'm going to try for 2 to 3 times a week, see how that goes. Because I hear that that's the best amount of times to do. But one thing that I want to touch on about my 100-day challenge and setting out to do it and not completing it is that that is not failure. I set a goal of 100 days of YouTube and I was in my head, I was thinking 100 days in a row. Yes, I'll eventually get to 100 days, but 100 days in a row. I started out with that goal of 100 days in a row of YouTube. And when I got into 50 to 70, I don't even remember for sure. Like, I just knew I had to take a break. That is not failure. And if we can quit viewing pivots and changes as failure and view it as feedback instead, that we're supposed to go another direction or that we're supposed to try something else or that you don't have to be perfect every single day. Like our mental health will be so much better. Our lives in general will be so much better if we realize perfectionism is not something we are meant to live. Perfectionism is not something that we are meant to constantly achieve all the time, if at all, really. Like nobody has to be perfect, nobody is perfect. We're all human and we all have flaws and we all mess up in different places. But as far as in goal setting, one thing that has really helped me in my life in the last year is realizing that failure is feedback and it's not a bad thing. And I am very proud of myself for listening to my nervous system, to my brain, and realizing when I needed to pull back and slow down so that I didn't start feeling so that I could feel sane. Like, there's nothing, like, it's so unsettling and nerve wracking to just feel like, oh my goodness, I have to do this. I have to get it done. I have to have it perfect. I have to have the right content. No, no. If you want to follow my YouTube channel, you're not going to get anything consistently perfect or any of that. Even my topics, like my niche is me. I am my niche or niche or however you want to say it. I really don't know. But it's me. And if you want to come along with me for my journey is scattered. You will find. So if you are an imperfect person who is scattered, who is just trying to do the best that they can at life, then come along with me. I am a ex-Christian single mom. I was married for 24. I was not married 24 years. Where did that come from? past life. I was married for 16 years. Now I've been divorced for 4. Started out in my 40s for like had to support myself for the first time ever in my entire life in my 40s. I've gone from barely surviving to thriving. And like, I just want to share all of the things here if my brain can kind of compartmentalize everything. Anyway, I am still here. I'm hoping to be back more often than not. Baby steps in creating this YouTube channel. Like, I'm not quitting. That's the thing. I'm not quitting. So, let me know what you want more of as far as content. Um, you've seen some of the videos that are on my channel: ex Christian, divorced, um, single mom of 3 kids, foster care, adoption that went. I've been a teacher, a massage therapist. I've got my master's in counseling and development. I was just thinking, I hope this microphone is still on. I didn't turn it off. That would suck to have my microphone accidentally turned off when I'm done with my video. I've done that before, and the whole thing was silent. It was awful. I just didn't record it again because I couldn't remember what I said. Life is weird, y'all. Join me for the ride. Let's do this. Leave a comment and let me know what you want to hear more of. Yeah, I'll see you in the comments.